Hey guys, the Sports Entertainer here, back with some more wrestling news. It appears as though Carmelo's departure from WWE has been made official, as it was just reported a few hours ago that Carmelo has been officially moved to the Alumni section of WWE's website. With WrestleView.com reporting, we reported on Friday that Carmelo's contract with WWE recently expired. Her last appearance for the company was March 2023. As of Saturday, the former WWE Women's Champion has been moved to WWE's Alumni section on their website. In addition, Carmella has changed her Instagram handle from @CarmellaWWE to @TheLeahVanDale and removed all WWE references from her bio. Carmella and husband Corey Graves welcomed the birth of their son in November 2024. But the first ever Women's Money in the Bank winner was halted from an in-ring return due to drop foot, a condition she spoke about with Brie and Nikki Bella in a recent interview. In a recent interview with the Toronto Sun, Carmelo Hayes revealed that he's considering changing his finisher in WWE. And as most of you guys are probably aware, Melo's current finisher is nothing but net, with Hayes revealing, "I used to do it on the independents, but it was a throwaway because then you don't know better. What's what? Then you get to WWE and your skills get honed. I remember Shawn Michaels. I brought it up. I was like, I can do this move off the top rope." I was working with a bunch of big guys at that time. I was working with Josh Briggs and Duke Hudson, so I was working with these huge guys. I remember thinking, I need a finish, something that I can do. I can do this move. I remember Coach Matt Bloom had mentioned, he's like, "That's a big move. It's not a move you're going to be able to do every night." I was like, "Oh, I don't plan on it." Laughs. Then Shawn, that was his jam. You got to have a finish that's over and everybody knows, so he was very adamant. You're hitting your finish, you're hitting your finish. Here we are, and people think it takes more out of me than it really does. I've perfected it. I understand exactly where I need to land, so I'm not taking the brunt of it. I can hit it at any point. I've done it over 100 times. So that's kind of what I'm going with now. I am playing with finding a different finish because I have a deep move set that I can throw in there, here and there, so I'm looking into something else possibly. Some new details have emerged regarding The Rock's surprise return to WWE leading up to WrestleMania, which kickstarted on last night's episode of SmackDown with Sports Illustrated reporting. The Rock returning to WWE on this week's episode of SmackDown came together quickly within the last week and displaced other plans for the show. A new report from Wade Keller at Pro Wrestling Torch detailed that the WWE creative team were aware of the possibility that The Rock may return and inject himself into plans at a high level. According to the report, Rock has enough pull to dictate what he wants to do, and that creative had been bracing itself for potential last-minute shifts in direction. The report indicates that the segment between The Rock and Cody Rhodes on SmackDown dramatically changed plans for WWE and caused quiet grumbling and frustration within groups that had been invested in original plans. It has been known for some time that The Rock would likely not be wrestling at WrestleMania 41 in Las Vegas this year, but that Rock wanted to be involved in WrestleMania storylines anyway. According to Keller at The Torch, The Rock and his team informed Paul Levesque of his intention to return recently and that refined adjustments were made at that time. It's said that there is only a small circle of people that are aware of what the plan is between The Rock and Cody Rhodes at Elimination Chamber next week. During The Rock's appearance on SmackDown this week, Rock told Cody Rhodes that he wanted him to be his champion and gave Cody until the Elimination Chamber PLE to decide whether to say yes or no to that offer. Cody is set to address The Rock and give his answer on the show. In the SmackDown post-show press conference, The Rock spoke a bit about his current relationship with the WWE's head of creative Triple H when asked about who he consulted ahead of his big return. Nick Khan and Triple H as well. With those two guys in particular, wrestling is an interesting business to be in because while it's a big business, I also feel like you gotta love it. If you're these C-suite executives, you have to love the business. That's what Triple H loves, this business. I've known him for a long time. We've done a lot of fun stuff together, a lot of crazy stuff. He's doing a great job. I talk with him often. We're very close. What I like about Triple H is that he'll present me with something, I'll like it, then we'll chop it up, we'll talk about it, and I'll present him something else. Ultimately, what I love about Paul, by the way, it's always been this way with Paul. even back when we were wrestling every night together on the road. Hey, let's do something that's never been done. Let's do something that is unpredictable. Let's do something that is bold. Regarding tonight with the final boss and coming to Cody Rhodes and saying, I want to make you bigger than The Rock, and I want to provide you and make all your dreams come true, and your babies' babies' and legacy. I want to make it all come true. Audacious, bold, disruptive. I could tell Paul and he'll say, yeah, great, let's go for it. I love that about him. That's the bond that we have. Nick is the same way. Ari Emanuel, who is my very close business partner, who is the owner, feels the same way as well. In an interview with Chris Van Vliet, Ludwig Kaiser spoke a bit about the advice he recently got from The Undertaker, and clearly Ludwig was awestruck to just be talking with the Phenom. I talked to him as well. Goosebumps, man. Those are the moments where you really go, hey man, somebody pinch me. That's crazy. Undertaker, he's such a great guy. He tells you exactly what you need to hear, and I appreciate that. A lot of people sugarcoat, you know? It doesn't help me. You can't help me if you're gonna beat around the bush. He wasn't mean or anything. He said, on the point, what he thinks I should do. It was something that I felt myself anyway, and he reassured me. It was one of those meetings in life where you go, if that wouldn't have happened, who knows? It appears as though former WWE champion Drew McIntyre was dealing with a knee injury heading into SmackDown this week, where McIntyre faced off against Jimmy Uso, and while details are still pretty scarce at this time, eWrestling News reported the following. Drew McIntyre took to his Instagram stories on Friday night to announce that he was working this week's WWE SmackDown TV tapings after getting his swollen knee drained by WWE's medical staff around 45 minutes before the show went live. No further details are available. Now, a new report provided by eWrestling News has suggested that some within WWE feel the top WrestleMania 41 plans are at the mercy of the final boss Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, reporting, "The Rock made an appearance on this week's episode of WWE SmackDown, with WWE's creative team learning about his involvement just days before the show. During his appearance, The Rock made big announcements, including that WrestleMania 42 will take place in New Orleans. He's targeting Cody Rhodes' soul, and will be at Elimination Chamber 2025 to see if Cody is willing to give it up. Previously, plans had been in place for Cody Rhodes to face John Cena and for Roman Reigns to face CM Punk, with talks of a potential triple threat match involving Reigns, Punk, and Seth Rollins. Fightful Select is reporting that as recently as October, WWE's creative direction was being mapped out under the assumption that The Rock would not be available for WrestleMania. This belief persisted up until this past week. One source even joked about the event being at the mercy of Dwayne. In response to The Rock's sudden return, WWE made quick adjustments, including removing Cody Rhodes from the main event. While Christian Scavell wrote the segment and Michael Hayes produced it, The Rock is known to improvise, leading to uncertainty about the script, especially since he used profanity that was censored during the broadcast. During a recent appearance on the Geeking Out podcast, Karrion Kross was asked which WWE superstar he would choose to be on his team if he ever found himself in a real bar fight scenario. And out of all the larger-than-life names in WWE right now, Kross chose a surprising superstar in Chad Gable, revealing, Chad Gable, he's got an amateur background, and he's 100% legit. He's won nationals and state and gold medal and stuff like that. He transitioned into pro wrestling. I would say him because he's a lunatic. He's the guy who will Mark Kerr, he'll stick his chin in the guy's eyeball. He's definitely one of those people. He's very calm. He's very chill, as you'd expect from somebody who's a master level grappler. I would go with him. Well, guys, that's it for today's major wrestling news. Make sure you leave a like and comment, and also make sure you subscribe to the channel with notifications turned on, so you'll never miss out on an episode. Finally, if you haven't already, give us a follow on Twitter at TSE Wrestling, and we will see you guys in the next video.